Hello everybody, welcome back to Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. Thank you very much for joining me. Today we're going to do a little bit of traffic fixing here in TeaVille. We've got a bit of an issue over here in our industry area. As you can see, these roads are getting pretty busy. These are all oil trucks dropping off the oil, taking the oil out, and there's probably a couple of little changes we can make over here, which I'm sure you'll be able to use in your city as well. So the first thing I'm spotting is we've got this little roundabout situation going on here, or a square about, which is fine, but these cars are coming down here, getting stuck, coming down here. This is holding people up. Now, we already have 4-lane roads. Now, see, normally, I'm looking at this now, normally what I wouldn't want to do is have anything as big as this coming off of the main road, because this is a big storage container and there's people coming in and out of that all the time, going to be blocking up the traffic. Perfect, there we go. So that's now come up here off the side road. It is opposite our factory, but that's not too busy. That's our sneaker factory. So the next thing I want to do is change this road down here. I want that to have 2 lanes this side coming out. So a nice small asymmetrical road would be nice. Do I have the tooling that can add extra nodes? Let's have a look. Yes, is that going to add a node there? I think that is. And then I can just upgrade half of it. Yeah, that's what I want. So there we go. So coming out now, we have 2 lanes. I mean, the traffic's gone down already. Now they're not getting blocked up there. Look at that. But that's definitely going to help. They're going to come, they're going to split, they're going to go 2 different directions and hopefully get through that area a little bit quicker. Okay, let's have a look down here. Now, this is something we did a while ago. We put some timed traffic lights in here, as you can see, but it still backs up a bit. And I don't want it to back up to the next junction, because that starts affecting other roads. So we're on number 1. So number 1 and number 2 we're going to leave. So let's just pause this a minute. Okay, well, let's just stop that a second. I'm going to go for step 2 and I'm going to edit that. So this bit here, I want to just try and understand a bit more what's happening. Okay, I've been reading through the instructions for Traffic Manager, and particularly this flow sensitivity. Now, as it says on here, the flow sensitivity gives you a figure, very long green and red phases when it's this way. If we move it this direction, extremely short green-red phases, so it will change quicker. So there's some leeway here. It was on 0.3. I might just change that up to moderate green and red phases just to keep it going. There we go, and see how that goes. And I know that can be changed for each step, but at the moment it seems to be a sort of taking care of itself, which is good. So we're going to leave that one. And normally with a junction that close to a highway junction, I would just have a little roundabout there. And you know what, actually, I think I am going to pop that in there. I'm going to use the roundabout mod. 3-lane, yeah. So we're going to do that. Our traffic manager is already set up the way that we like it. So I'm just going to pop that there like that. We need to set up the lanes as well. So I'm going to do a Control-Shift-Click. There we go. We get all the lanes going. So I've got 1 lane for coming off, the other lanes are going round. Give way for coming in. Enter the block junction should be all set up correctly. Only enter the block junction when you're on the roundabout. And that's working okay. And then what I could do then is move this junction from here to over here, because that to me would make much more sense. I think I am going to remove this road. And we're going to just have that now with the time. Whoa, I missed that academic year report. Have this one as our time traffic light. We are going to just set up that there. So we've got dedicated turning lanes set up properly again. Our time traffic light should have adjusted itself. Yes, it has. With less traffic coming down here, because they're going to come down this way instead, that should work much better. Let's just do that. Control-click, dedicated turning lanes. Do we have giveaway signs and things in there? I don't think we need them, to be honest. It isn't that busy. I think we'll leave it like that. I think that'll be okay. We're 80%. That's moving. Okay, let's see if we've got any other spots that could do with a little bit of help. This junction. What have we got going on? I'm pretty sure we've got time traffic lights there. And we've got dedicated lanes. We don't have dedicated turning lanes. So I'm going to... I can see we've got bus lanes. Busy junction, bus lanes. Just, yeah, it doesn't sit right with me. I don't want that. So as it's coming into a 4-way junction, I always want enough lanes for all the different directions coming in. So that is going to mean for this section here, we are going to change it for... So now we can have dedicated turning lanes for each direction. We're going to set up the dedicated turning lanes. Now we've got dedicated turning lanes for everything. Ideally, we'd have the same coming down here and here. We can have a 3+1. So that would give us 3 coming out and 1 going in, which then splits to 2 that way. And I think we'll probably do the same over here, that way round. So 3 lanes coming in, 1 going out, and then it can split to 2. Yep, there we go. And then we do our control click with our change lane arrow. So now everybody's got dedicated turning lanes for left, right, and straight on, left, right, straight on, left, right, straight on, left, right, straight on. So now when the lights change, more cars can go at once. Okay, well, it took a while. You could see that sometimes the traffic was backing up a little bit more on this side. Now it's backing up a little bit more on that side. It ebbs and flows. That's just the way traffic works. But overall, I think that has helped. When traffic can go, like now, quite a lot goes through. So that is quite good. The last thing I will probably actually change is I want to make this side have a little bit longer than this side. So I just want to see what state that is. So we've got state 3, state 4. I'm assuming this is state 1 over here. That, edit state 1. And I'll just do my normal random 5 and 12. That just seems to work. I'm not going to adjust all the other settings. We'll get that going again. Yeah, I think that's right. And it might just let that not build up so much. We'll get a few more cars on the other nodes, but I think they've got plenty of time to go through. And here we go. That one's kicking in, and it's getting rid of loads of cars, and we're getting ones coming from down here as well. That's good. I think that will work nicely. 82%. We are going up. Let us take a look at our traffic flow and see what else we've got going on. Now, this area here has always been a bit of a nightmare. There's all sorts of roads going on, people coming in and out. This is always really busy, but it's moving. We can see it's red, but there's no cars blocking each other. It's fine. This one here seems to struggle getting cars out, and they're all backing up to there, and they're all coming from this section. And looking at this, we've got this way coming in, we've got that way coming in, which is hitting that fast junction. I'm just going to use the in-game tool here, this one here, and if we click on the route, the road, we can see where these people are going. So I'm going to turn off cyclist, but it looks like purple. We've got lots of people, purple people that want to come around here and get to the other side. We've got lots of purple people coming down here and then coming up that road. I'm just wondering, it would be an interesting thing if we blocked this road being used. I'm going to sneeze. I sneezed. If we blocked this road coming down here for private vehicles, just this little segment, what would that do? Radical idea, I know. But let's zoom in here. So this is the private people one. If we block that coming in and coming out, we might get a few cars despawning as the game goes, what? I don't know what to do. But we allow everything else. That'll be interesting to see how that affects things, because they don't have to take that. They can come up here. They can get on this road. They can get up here onto this highway. They can come around the other way. They've got this road down here. So let's see what that does. That will be interesting to see. Okay, while we're waiting for that to get fixed, I've just come back to this roundabout over here, and of course I've been a complete bonehead. One of the things I do tell people is not to have a road like this coming off right by a roundabout. Now, we don't need these here anymore, so I'm going to stop those, and then I am going to remove them. I am going to put this here on a giveaway, and I'm going to keep these guys and girls moving through here, move through here, move through here. There's hardly anything coming through that section, so we want to just keep that moving. That's good. So far, everything up here seems to be okay. There's a lot less traffic coming down there, and nowhere else is getting particularly chock-a-block. And that seems to have helped all of this as well. Now there's less cars perhaps coming down, cutting through here. And we're keeping this area mainly for our industry. That's good. This little bit up here, this is rubbish. Got this junction right here. What have we got here? We've got grain silos right on junctions. This is all a bit of a nightmare here. So let's just see if we can. This is like a four-way Oh, junction. What was I thinking? First of all, I'm going to move the silos so we haven't got all these guys and girls coming down here causing problems. We could squeeze them in there, which means they'll go into the junction and drop off on the way out. There. Is that like silo actually on the road? That is really weird. Let's move that one back out of the road. Never noticed that before. There we go. We could just change this bit of road here. Let us put this asymmetrical road. How far is that going to go? Yeah, that will do. So now we've got 2 roads coming out, 1 going in. We could do the lane. There we go. So that'll be a dedicated left and right lane. So, I mean, if we deleted that, then all of this comes out here as well as that. So actually, that might just keep that going, and then the only people coming in and out of here are using this grain silo and these barracks. So it's going to be one way going in, all the way down here, all the way up there, there and there and there, in and out. There is lanes for going round again, but I don't think some people are doing it while they work out what they're doing. Let's use the lane thing. So now they're going to come out. These are going to go round if they want to. Here they're coming out. Let's just make sure we've got the keep going through, keep going through, keep going through, keep going through. That might just... It gives you a bit of room for the backlog after they've dropped stuff off. See, this isn't so bad here now. There's always going to be a lot of traffic, but it's just the idea if you want to keep it moving. And why are these guys getting in each other's way? We haven't got the keep going through block junctions set up right here. That's fine. That's fine. It's this one. That one. We want that one there on. Okay, so I've let this run for a while, and it's not bad. Things are moving. We're not getting cars that are getting backlogged and totally stuck. Things will move. We'll get a little bit of traffic, but yeah, eventually things will get going again. So we'll leave that for now. That's okay. See, a lot of these cars are turning in. They're getting stuck. We've got this junction right after this roundabout, which really isn't good. I'm pretty sure I've got traffic lights there. Yeah, we are going to remove them. Remove time traffic lights, and we're going to give way there. And then we're going to say for people coming down this way, they can keep going. And hopefully that's not too much of a problem. There's not huge amounts of traffic coming there. And that will just mean that this doesn't block up. This can keep moving, which means all of this can keep moving. We do have dedicated turning lanes here, so anybody going straight on can carry on. I just need to keep an eye on this, make sure this doesn't back up too much. But what are we at? 82%. Yeah, I think that's all right. This is always going to be busy, but it's moving. As long as it's moving, that is good. Now, something else I would like to look at traffic-wise is metro traffic. I'm going to use the Move It mod here set on underground mode, so we can just see underground easily. We can see that our metro really starts backing up, and it's all centered around this stop here. I've checked all of my metro lines. They're all perfectly fine. All the trains can get through everywhere. It's just that this one is so busy. Yeah, so we need to do something about that. So let's have a look at the lines we've got coming in here. Now we've got... What's going to be the easiest way to do this? I mean, some people would just say change the capacity of your metro and be done with it. But I don't want to do that. I could just set it to 500 and bash. The problem would go because you wouldn't have so many people waiting. But I don't want to do that. I want to deal with the problem creatively. So here's our stops. We've got this pink line that's coming in here. So we're just going to turn that one off. There we go. What else have we got coming in? This orange one, which is going to be this one here. There we go. Metro line number 10. So we're going to turn that one off. So that is literally it. We've only got those 2 lines coming in. Wow, that is interesting. Well, let's have a quick look at Metro Line 10. Oh my goodness me, we've got so many. Right, okay. Now this could be why we have a problem. So this line does not need so many. We can see 85, 107, 20, 19, 44. Okay, we're going to reduce the amount of vehicles on this line. So we've got 15 at the minute. Thank you very much. We are going to go down to 10. I mean, we've still got a lot here, but when these guys come down, let's just speed it up. They're going to grab these and take them quite quickly. So let's go down to 10 on that one. Let's go back to our metro lines, and then we want to have a look at line number 1 as well. Whoa, okay. And we've got a stop number 5, line number 6. So that was this stop here. Now, see, before we had like thousands of people waiting there, and it's actually gone down quite a lot. But we still have, you know, some of these have got 50, 100, only 30, only sort of 30, 40 in there, 11 in there. I reckon we could drop down the amount of vehicles here as well. Yeah, see, these are getting stuck trying to come in. Yeah, we're going to remove some vehicles. These are filled up, but these are 1, 2, 3. I reckon we remove 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get that down to 10 as well. And that might be the solution. So we can see there's not so many along here, but they're all trying to get in. And it's this stop here that did have an overload of passengers. But if the trains can keep moving and the metros can keep moving and keep up with the passengers, then there won't be so many waiting, and one problem solves the other. So let's just let this run for a little bit and see what happens here. Okay, so looking at the lines now, the trains are being filled, which is obviously going to happen with less metros going around. There's still a lot of people waiting, and you can see they're all getting stuck at one place. And they're very slowly moving around. They're all getting bunched up. And if you have a look at this line as well... There we go. Again, they're being filled up, but we're getting more passengers waiting. So what that tells me we need to do is we need to split up our lines a bit here. So if we come back over here, I would say that we need another metro station over here that we can connect this to and have lines going up there and these lines that are coming around here join in there and just splitting the two up because so many people want to use it. That's given us the issue. Now, we've got this space over here. People can easily walk around from one side to the other. So I think I'm just going to take the standard metro station. Let's just pop that in. Let's just get rid of that building there. There we go. So that's going to add that in on that side. We could add a little crossing so people can cross over. Oh, I can see it in there. There it is. No, hang on. Let's find it again. Give us the cross. Oh, it's hidden. I tell you what, I could just drag that out of the way. Oh, dear. Come on. There it is. Let's grab that. And we're just going to pop a crossing right in the middle there. Excellent. Our bus routes will sort themselves out. Let me reattach these tunnels. Okay, so that's how we're going to do that. And then we are going to need to turn this back on again. So let's move our pink one up here and leave the other one down here. So let's drag that, stop, move it there. And we're going to drag that, stop and move it there. And we've got a lot of people that are waiting for that. And now, look, they're all going to run out. Here they come. All crossing over the road. No, our metro's been moved. Watch out for the bus. And they're all going to run over down here, which is good. There they come. Oh, look, whoever painted these lines here made a terrible job. Look, they've walked through it. Someone's ridden their bike through the lines and messed them all up. But anyway, that's going to move everybody up there. And there's a load of people getting off the metro. Yep, good. So that will move that one over. And then if we just check our metro lines. There we go. So now our pink one goes up and stops up there. That's good. And then this orange one, number 10, is still there. And that one only goes backwards and forwards. So let's see. Where does that one go? That one comes down here. That goes a long way away, doesn't it? Oh, that comes all the way over to the intercity bus thing. Okay, that's fine. So that hopefully will make a bit of a difference. That'll keep the trains, the metros moving. So again, I'm going to leave this running for a bit and see what a difference that makes. Do you know what I'm thinking I might do is see if I can attach this junction a little bit further down. Because trains are coming up here, they're stopping in this section, which is then blocking everybody else behind them, like this. It's that situation again of having junctions too close together, though. That is the only problem. I'm just wondering whether if we left it long enough, it might just sort itself out. Because what we're going to see as time goes by is that each line is going to move quicker, which means we're going to pick up and drop off people quicker, which means we're going to need less metros, which would be good, which then will free up space. So solving one problem should hopefully solve another. Look, these are starting to get empty now because people are getting picked up and dropped off quicker. So I think that one might just need a little bit of time, so I'm going to leave that going for a bit. I've just realised that this pink line that's been getting in the way up here doesn't need to come through this little section because it comes from down here. It goes up and along the top, and then it comes through here and along there to the end, and that's it. If we just run Yeah, let's change this. We are going to run a line along the top here instead. Let's see how I can do this. Let's just pause a sec. I'm going to delete that and that. We're going to have that one come straight down here. Underground, please, would be nice. Let's grab the end of that. Stop connecting to things. There we go. Underground. So that is going to come along, say, to there. And then that is going to curve into there. There we go. So now we can go from there all the way up there to there without touching that section. And this little connection here can be deleted because I'm pretty sure the pink one is the only one coming through there as well. This little section. So if we turn the pink one off, yeah, that is it. So we're sort of changing the way the line goes, but that bit there. Let's make sure I'm deleting the right bit. There we go. So now we're not blocking this. Our pink line can go along there and round and up and then down the outside. And this red line that doesn't come out this way is unimpeded. Just comes straight through there. Let's just use the move it mod to straighten this out perhaps. Have we got snapping on? Yeah, let's just do it paused. So that might now completely solve our problem. All my lines are working fine. So let's just keep an eye on these trains now and see whether they stop getting in each other's way. Okay, so looking back at Metro Line 10, look, we can see these are mostly empty now because all the people are either taking other routes, the other metro line, and we just don't need this many, which is fine. They're moving so much quicker. They're just dropping people off, picking them up, dropping them off. They're not getting in each other's way. So we can definitely get rid of a load of vehicles on here. I'm going to put that down to 6. And then let's have a look at our pink line number 1 as well. Lots of people being transported around. Still some waiting. A few cars that aren't as full. I could remove, I reckon, a couple of vehicles there. And that is going to solve, that's going to save us a lot of money. And we've solved our metro traffic problem as well. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's take a look back at the areas that we've been fixing. This one here is going pretty well. It's nice and clear coming from the highway, nice and clear coming down there. This isn't too bad, and this is empty down here, which is absolutely fantastic. And that's probably had a knock-on effect to our little truck area that we're fixing up here, because there's the roundabout. This is the truck area, and this is nicely clear now. So again, just a little bit of thought of the placement of different items means that trucks aren't blocking other things up. That the amount of traffic is probably the same, or sorry, I should say the amount of cars moving through the area is the same, but because they can keep moving, the traffic has gone right down. And then this area up here, do you remember we removed that little connecting road? Well, this is now nicely moving freely, which is good. This is still moving freely, which is fine. This still sort of backs up a little bit here, but I think there's just so many cars coming through, but it never backs up too far, which is great. So it's still moving. You always expect your industry to be particularly busy. So, you know, that is good. And then this little road over here, yeah, not backing up much at all. So we stopped all the cars coming through there, the passenger cars. They've taken other routes through the city. And yeah, this is moving nicely as well. And then over at this junction, not too shabby. Things are moving through freely, which is fantastic. Yeah, a little bit of backing up every now and again. Traffic does ebb and flow, but it's not being blocked up. It is moving. That is what you are always aiming for. And that reroute of our metro line there made the world of difference. This pink line along the top, perfectly moving through, not stopping. This red line that was coming down here, much, much better. And we don't have so many people waiting here now to be picked up, which is absolutely brilliant. So overall, I think that little mini traffic fix of TeaVille went really well. A minute ago, we were up to 84%. I mean, much more than that. You know, I think it's going to be a real struggle on a city this size. I think we're doing really well. So what do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like as well if you enjoyed it. We've got much more that we want to do with our city. So come back and join us for that. And thank you very much for watching. I will see you all soon. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.